Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. WWE has undergone a lot of changes since Triple H took control of the company's creative department. The chief content officer recently introduced a new championship belt for the women's division, with his announcement capturing the attention of Chelsea Green. A few months ago, WWE announced a Speed Championship for the men's roster, which saw male stars compete in 5-minute matches that are exclusively broadcast on X/Twitter. The same is set to follow for the women's division, as Triple H recently announced a Speed Women's Championship tournament that will kickstart on September 4th. Chelsea Green, who has been widely regarded as one of Hunter's best rehires, shared her joy with the announcement. However, the former women's tag team champion has slightly different plans in mind, as she stated that she would love to turn the tournament into a Diva tournament. "Oh goody, I can turn the Speed tournament into the Diva tournament," Chelsea posted. Chelsea has been talking about reintroducing the Divas Championship for a long time. If the star manages to capture the newly introduced Speed Women's title, she may end up doing the same. Triple H has made several changes concerning championship belts in WWE. Triple H took over the keys to the company's creative department in July 2022 after Vince McMahon stepped down from his role amid several allegations. Since then, Hunter has made several changes to the product, including title names and designs. World Heavyweight Championship was reintroduced under the new regime, while Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships were redesigned as Women's World Title and WWE Women's Title. The same norm was followed for the tag team titles as well. WWE has been reaching new heights under the game's creative leadership. They recently hosted one of the biggest SummerSlam of all time in Cleveland, where Roman Reigns made his return. The original Tribal Chief had been on the sidelines since losing to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. The WWE Universe had barely caught its breath after the electrifying conclusion of SummerSlam, when the lights dimmed and the unmistakable theme of Triple H echoed through the arena. The crowd erupted into a mix of cheers and anticipation. Triple H, a man who had been both an architect and a gladiator in the squared circle, stood tall in the center of the ring, his presence commanding respect and attention. But tonight, something was different. Tonight, he wasn't here to wrestle or to address ongoing rivalries. Tonight, he was here to reveal the future. As the audience buzzed with speculation, Triple H raised a microphone to his lips. His voice, steady and authoritative, cut through the noise like a knife. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, "we are standing on the brink of a new era in WWE. An era where opportunity meets preparation, where legends are born, and where the best of the best rise to the challenge." The crowd leaned in, hanging on his every word. And with that in mind, Triple H continued, "I am proud to introduce to you the newest prize in WWE, a championship that will define this generation." The arena was plunged into darkness, and when the lights returned, a spotlight illuminated a podium draped in black velvet. With a flourish, Triple H pulled back the cloth, revealing the new WWE Championship belt. The design was a masterpiece, a perfect blend of tradition and innovation. The center plate gleamed with gold, encircled by intricate engravings that paid homage to the past while looking boldly to the future. The WWE logo was prominent, but it was the words beneath it that caught everyone's attention: World Heavyweight Champion. The crowd roared its approval, but as the camera panned over the audience, it became clear that this moment was not just about the belt. This was about what the belt represented: the hunger, the desire, the passion to be the best in the world. Backstage, away from the roar of the crowd, a 33-year-old star watched the unveiling with a clenched jaw and a fire in his eyes. This was the moment he had been waiting for. Years of blood, sweat, and tears had led him to this point. He had faced challenges, overcome injuries, and silenced doubters. And now, as he stood on the cusp of greatness, he knew that this was his time. As the broadcast cut to a commercial break, the star grabbed his phone, his mind racing with thoughts and emotions. He had something to say, and the world needed to hear it. He opened his social media app, his fingers hovering over the screen as he composed his message. This wasn't just another post, this was a statement. A declaration of intent. The words came to him naturally, fueled by years of determination and a burning desire to leave his mark on the WWE. Finally, satisfied with what he had written, he hit send. Within seconds, the notification pinged across millions of screens worldwide. Fans, wrestlers, and industry insiders alike all stopped what they were doing to read the message from the 33-year-old star. It was simple, yet powerful. Opportunity knocks once. The door is open. I'm walking through. Hashtag World Heavyweight Champion. Hashtag No Limits. The wrestling world exploded with reactions. Social media was flooded with comments, retweets, and speculation. Fans debated whether this star had what it took to claim the new championship, while others wondered how the rest of the roster would respond. But one thing was clear, this was a challenge, not just to the other superstars, but to himself. In the days that followed, WWE programming was abuzz with the repercussions of the star's message. Superstars from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT began to stake their claims, each one eager to prove they had what it took to be the first holder of the new title. But amid all the noise, the 33-year-old star's declaration stood out. His confidence wasn't brash or arrogant, it was the quiet assurance of a man who knew his worth and was ready to fight for it. The weeks leading up to the championship tournament were a whirlwind of intense matches, surprise confrontations, and shocking betrayals. But through it all, the 33-year-old star remained focused. He trained harder than ever before, pushing his body and mind to the limit. He knew that this wasn't just about winning a belt, it was about proving that he belonged among the greats. The night of the tournament arrived, and the arena was electric with anticipation. The star's entrance music hit, and the crowd erupted as he made his way to the ring. His eyes were locked on the prize, the new WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which sat gleaming on a pedestal at ringside. The tournament was a grueling gauntlet, filled with some of the most intense and brutal matches the WWE Universe had ever seen. The star faced off against former champions, rising phenoms, and even a few old rivals. Each match tested him in different ways, but he fought with everything he had, knowing that this was his moment to shine. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the star stood victorious in the center of the ring, his body battered but his spirit unbroken. The crowd was on its feet, chanting his name as the referee handed him the championship belt. He raised it high above his head, the weight of it both literal and symbolic. As the confetti fell and the crowd roared, the star looked out over the sea of faces. This was the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. But he knew that this was only the beginning. Being the champion meant carrying the weight of the company on his shoulders, and he was ready for the challenge. In the weeks that followed, the 33-year-old star proved himself to be a fighting champion, defending his title with honor and pride. He took on all comers, from seasoned veterans to hungry newcomers, always with the same determination and focus that had brought him to this point. But no matter how many matches he won, or how many challengers he defeated, he never forgot the message he had sent on that fateful night: opportunity knocks once. The door is open. I'm walking through. Hashtag World Heavyweight Champion. Hashtag No Limits, and walk through it he did. The WWE Universe had a new champion, and a new era had begun.